Kamusta mga kaibigan? Welcome to Josh Friends, where faith meets friendship and inspiration is always within reach. Ako po si Father Migs Ramirez, and as we step into another year together, I'm so glad you're here with us. For those just joining us, think of this as your spiritual tambayan, a place where we gather to share stories of faith through the amazing collection from JESCOM exclusives, Stories of Faith. Whether you're a long-time listener or this is your first time here, tuloy po kayo. Part na kayo ng barkada namin. Each episode, we invite friends of the Jesuits to share something special from the JESCOM Exclusives library. Readings from our books, song lyrics turned into poetry, and words that might be exactly what your heart needs to hear today. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive into another episode of heartwarming stories and uplifting messages. Are you ready? Let's go!
I paid my own tuition this semester, landed a regular job, showed up to shoots, kept writing. From the outside, it looked like I was thriving. From the inside, I was running on 3 hours of sleep and a very optimistic coffee order, wondering when the version of me who had it all together was finally going to show up. Hi, I'm Kristen Abbey, writer, actress, student, and certified overcommitter. We are in the second week of Lent, and this week's recollection from Sacred Space carries this quiet but sharp reminder that the heart is too tender space to be wasted on negativity. Simple lang, but the more I sat with it, the more it felt personal. Kasi that's exactly where I found myself at the start of this year. Kung kilala mo ang life ko, it's basically a rotating schedule of shoots, scripts, cool deadlines, and content. All happening at the same time. All demanding the same energy. Most days, I genuinely love it, but Q1 of 2026, sobrang hirap. I miss deadlines I promised myself I wouldn't miss. I finished a project that looked nothing like what I had in my head. And that cup in space between your vision and what actually came out, that one lingers. There were nights I'd open my laptop, stare at a blank page, and just close it. Not because I stopped caring, but because I cared too much and had nothing left. And burnout, hindi palagi dramatic ang itsura niya. It doesn't always look like a breakdown. Sometimes, it looks like being completely fine on a Tuesday and quietly falling apart on a Wednesday night over instant coffee and an unread notification. But same quarter, same girl, I enrolled myself for the semester. On my own. Got a regular job. Showed up to every commitment I made. Nakaraos. Nakapag-deliver pa. And I didn't know what to do with that. Parang, how do you hold winning and exhausted at the same time? Siguro ganyan talaga ang creative life. Never fully okay. Never fully falling apart. Just always somewhere in between. Always in motion. And then I heard this song, Bless our darkness and be our light. In all our striving, be our delight. It's called Bless Our Darkness by Bukas Palad. The story behind it? Father Manoling Francisco S.J. heard those words in a homily and by communion. The song was already forming like it couldn't wait to exist. What stays with me about those words is that they don't ask God to remove the darkness. They ask Him to bless it, to show up inside it, to be present in the exact place we're most tempted to hide from. And that's what I was doing, diba? Hiding the exhaustion behind the achievements, hiding the doubt behind the deadlines, thinking if I just kept moving fast enough, the dark parts wouldn't catch up. But bless our darkness suggests something different. The hard parts of our story aren't the parts God skips. They are actually the parts He walks straight into. Bless our yearnings, breathe them to life. Yung mga yearnings ko, the stories I still want to tell, the actress I'm still becoming, The writer who hasn't written her best work yet. Lahat ng yun, kasama. Even the unfinished things, even the almost there's, God isn't waiting for me to get it together before He shows up. He's already here, in the middle of the mess. Domini, bonus et fidelis. Lord, faithful and kind, even now, especially now. I think for me, this Lent feels less like a season of giving things up and more like a season of being honest. Honest about the exhaustion, honest about the gap between who I am and who I want to be. Honest about needing something or someone to bless the parts of my life I've been rushing past. Hindi akong pinaka-put together na tao sa kwarto. And I'm slowly learning over really bad instant coffee and unfinished drops that I don't have to be. If you're in a season that feels more dark than bright right now, kung ikaw rin ay nagtatanong kung kailan ka na magiging okay, I want you to hear this song. Bless Our Darkness is part of Bukas Palad's newest album. It's the kind of music that doesn't try to fix you. It just sits with you. It prays the words you don't have yet. Play it on your commute, on a late night, on a Wednesday when everything feels like too much. The full album is on Spotify. Link is in the show notes. Let it be your Lenten companion this season. Faith isn't just something we hold. It's something we live. This 2026, let's move from reflection to action, from knowing to doing, from reading to becoming. Head over to Jescom exclusives at jescom.ph/Josh for music, books, and resources that challenge us to actually show up for ourselves, for each other, for whatever God is asking us to rebuild next. I'm Kristen Abbey. Salamat for being here on Josh Friends. Bless our darkness and let the light in.
Maraming salamat po mga kaibigan. I hope the words we shared resonated with you and gave you something beautiful to carry into your week. Remember, the full book, song, or resource we featured today, along with so many other inspiring materials, can be found at Justcom Exclusives Stories of Faith. And before we go, I want to remind you, in this journey of faith, hindi ka nag-iisa. We are all in this together, growing and discovering God's love in every conversation, every story, and every moment. Ito po si Father Migs Ramirez, and until we meet again, paalam at ingat mga kaibigan.